Hey everybody. Okay, so I look crazy. I know. But I wanted to come to y'all and let y'all know how to take out these invisible crochet locks, because I feel like there are like so many videos on how to install them, but who knows how to take them out, right? So I figured I would record myself taking down my last few. I've taken down my whole head. So these are my last three. I left one of the colored ones because I figured it might be a little bit easier for you guys to see that one. So yeah, hopefully this helps someone throughout the course of wearing these locks. I really enjoyed them, but this drove me nuts. Like, little hairs kind of, I don't know, the best way to say it, I guess, is that they kind of unravel from the lock and then they catch on to each other. But some of my hair came out of this one and I didn't experience any issues with that, and I kind of left it out because I don't know, I'm weird. I like the way that it looked. Stay tuned so you guys can see how I took them out, and it is fairly easy, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so I zoomed into my head like crazy so you guys could see what I'm doing. I have my little handy dandy mirror right here so that I can see what I'm doing, of course, because I mean, I ain't that good. Like, you are kind of cutting really close to your hair. Okay, so let me set up my mirror. I'm gonna put my head down. And I'm going to work from the mirror so that you guys can see on top of my head. So, first things first, if the lock is a different color from your hair, it's easier to see where, you can pull the lock out. But in the case that it's pretty close to your hair, which this is a 4, my hair is closer to a 2 right now. So I can see it a little bit, but you want to just go in and kind of look for like areas where that you can kind of see your braids. If I go into here, I kind of see it up in here, but not enough where I think I can pull it out. But if I keep going here, I hope you guys can really kind of see the change in texture and that braid kind of sitting right there. That's my hair. So I go in there and I just pull that out, and it should slide right out. So there's my first part. So now I go in and I look some more. And I mean, you do want to take your time with this, especially until you get the hang of it so that you don't end up bald headed. And so now, once I have it this far, I just kind of keep looking. And I don't see anything else. So now I go up here to where I looped it, and I can clearly see where that weave is looped around my hair right here. So this is what I do. I take some very pointy scissors, but not very sharp. Like, these scissors are quite dull. Don't try that at home. Don't tell nobody I told y'all to cut y'all fingers, because I didn't. Okay. So I take it and I slide it right in there, being sure that it's only the weave. Once I have it in there, I go ahead and I cut. Now I can open that and I can see if I see any more loop. Now I do see more loop here, but I want to take my time and cut little bit by little bit so that I can be sure that I'm not cutting my hair. So now I cut that little piece of loop. Now I don't see any more loop, but I do see my hair here. So now what I do is I just go in and I begin to pull at my hair again. The lock, once you get closer to the base, you'll be able to pull it apart some because of the loop being there. So I can pull it apart some here. I can find my braid. And once I find my braid, then I'm going to begin sliding it out. And there we go. And so now I just have the very root. And since I already cut that loop with just a little bit of finagling, I should be able to slide this out. Now, in the case that you find that you have not cut all the loop, see, now that I have my hair clearly pulled out, I can see that there's still some loop there. I'm going to go ahead, be sure that my hair is over here and not in there, and I'm going to cut that. Now, I'm glad I did show you guys this one because I'm having just a little bit more trouble with it. So as I begin to pull, I find more hooks, more loops that I missed. Because as you're pulling your hair through, you're going to pull it through hairs, but the lock is meant to be, solid. So there will be some hairs that you'll find wrapped around. And so now when I get here, I have just a little bit of that hair left hanging on. I snip that right on off. So then here's the lock. And my hair is still fully intact. After I do that, I like to braid mine down some and then I twist all the way to the end, because the thought process is if we leave this all loose, it can have a chance to intermingle with the hair that is here. And I want to do anything to prevent breakage when it comes to me and my protective styles. So I like to twist my braid down to the end. So now that I'm here at my braid, I'll just unravel that twist. And because my hair is well moisturized when I install this style, I can easily unravel my twist. Okay, so now as I finish taking out the braid, where it gets a little gooky up here where, the dirt kind of likes to live, I take my detangler spray. Everyone I'm using at the time, I'm not really big on this. And then I like to finger detangle it. I take that all the way to the end. And once I have it nice and finger detailed, I move it to the side. Alright guys, so I know the exposure is turned up a little high, but I wanted to do that so you guys could really see. Because now that it's so bright, I feel like you can clearly see the contrast. So this is the last lock. You guys know the joy that is in that. If you take down your own hair, so much joy, so much joy. Okay, let me refocus. Okay, don't see too many places where my hair sticks out except for my yellow hair, which that's pretty much the end of the hair. And then up here, I can see so much black, right? So let's just pull it from there. It should slide right out. And then we go up in here, I see more black here. Go in. Alright, so now that we have these two separate, I want to go up here and find my loop. So if you look really, really closely, you guys see how you can see where I looped my crochet? It's just sticking up right there. So I can see that my hair is not at all attached to it. So I'm going to take those sharp scissors again. Make sure I pull the loop away from my hair. Slide it in there. Once I have it in there, since these are not that sharp, it gives me a chance to check and be sure that it's only the weave that I'm cutting in the loop. And then I snap. Now I can see more clearly. So it looks like I did a pretty good job this time of snipping all of the loops. So now I can just slide that lock right off. And then that little bit of hair that's sitting there waiting, that little, I don't know if you guys put that there. I just snip it. Once I'm there, undo the braid, or the twist, I should say. Then the braid, because mine ends with a twist. I always like to take my time undoing my braids. I know that in the takedown of protective styles is when we lose a lot of hair, ladies. I see this with my clients a lot. So take your time, take your time, take your time. Take that time for yourself, you know? When you love something, you take time with it. Get to know your hair, love your hair, you know? Loving this natural hair is a part of loving you and who you are, because it's loving you as exactly who you were meant to be, you know? God doesn't make any mistakes. So now that we're here, I told you guys I like to detangle. If it's a bigger, chunkier braid, then I'll do this before I spray. There's no specific order I like to go in, but if there are like small braids, then I do like to take my time and spray that braid first, because it may be just a little bit more tangly. All right, so now I'm here. I spray. Oh, look at that dirt. So, and it's all detangled. So I'll take these other ones, join them together. I take a dot of conditioner, like a very dot. I know lighting's weird, but I want you guys to see my hair. And I'll put that over it. From there, I take my detangler comb, old school comb. I love this comb for my hair. Everybody's different, but to detangle, I like this comb as opposed to a wide tooth comb. Okay guys, sorry about that. I want to go ahead and adjust the exposure for you so you can see really well. So back to what we were doing. Combing from the ends, you see my hair is still nice and detangled. And as we keep working our way up, and what this does is this just gets rid of like all of that shedded hair, so that when you wash, you don't find any extra tangles that you shouldn't have. And if you do that, you should do pretty well, and you should just get out shedded hair. Only shedded hair is what you should have here. If you see, these are long hairs after having that hairstyle in for about, I think it was like 7 weeks. It was almost 2 months. So once I have it here, I just take it off. So now it's all sitting in conditioner. And I decide if I want to pre-poo. And finished. My hair is free. You may live now.